Greetings, Kerbal Killers. Welcome back. We are continuing with Mod Wednesdays. No, Kerbal Wednesdays. I think I've got the title wrong. Greetings, Kerbal Killers. Welcome back. We are continuing with Mod Wednesdays. No, where am I? Kerbal Wednesdays. I think I've got the title wrong. That would be why I've started dropping frames. Just letting OBS stabilize itself. So, in Kerbal Wednesdays, which I will now change the title, we need some resource tanks, some custom resource tanks. The question is, what are we going to use? Well, this is where we go for a hunt. We're looking through previous mods here. A lot of stuff hasn't been updated, so we're just having a look, see if there's anything. I've just been through B9. Not particularly impressed. Just been through Luster Labs. I think we're gonna have to borrow some. Borrowing some definitely looks like a good thing to me. Now the question becomes, what are we gonna borrow them from? Well, we want cargo-y stuff. The logical thing to do would be to grab the ones from Freight Transport Technologies. But, oh, that's the prop stuff. That replaces, yep, know what that does. Where are they? I think I know what I want now. It's just, I can't for the life of me think what mod it comes with. Nope. I think it's a Space Y part. It's not a cone. That's the adapter, that's a cone. What's this? Nope, not that one. Oh, I know what mod they're from. They're not in yet either. That's okay. We can update them. I know exactly what tanks I want. 0.9. We want the KSP mods. 0.9. Spherical toroidal pack. Fuel tanks. That's the lot that I want. I'm going to copy that directory and I'm going to fetch it into 1.0. And we're going to drop them into there. Right, what's in here? Is that a config that I think it is? Let's take a look. Modular fuel tanks. I wonder if that marries up with this. You know what? I think it does. And I'm just taking a look here. And you know what? There's no reason why that config shouldn't work, I don't believe. So, time to fire up KSP. May need to do a few tweaks. That's not an issue. Yeah, we know RPM needs an update, that's fine, we'll do that later. Oops, I just realised I'm in the wrong Teamspeak channel.
Channel switched.
I need to be in a live stream channel. That way people know that are using this Teamspeak server and know that I am live streaming. Now hopefully all of the configs for these tanks will be quite happy. We hope. Stop that. How many patches from Module Manager? 3,600 more or less. Great. And of course we still have the 4 errors from Deadly Re-entry. So I'll go ahead and connect to the server. Greetings, Mr. Rogers. How are you tonight? I hope all is well. Weird view. I think the cache needs cleaning again. I am not too bad. Touch on the warm side today here in the UK. Still a bit warm in here, hence the late stream tonight. Yep, fixed the drills. Showed them last night. Right, so we added the taltoroidal tanks. They're the Umbra ones. Is that an Umbra one as well? Yep. Okay, where are the toroidal tanks? So, not only did we get the drills finished, but we also got the water collectors, the ones for liquids, and the atmospherics done. No, it's not them. Where are the toroidal tanks? No. Okay, where have they been put? Let's have a look at the config. Nope, not that one. Toroidal tanks, what menu is it put them in? Go into this, it's in utility. That is utility. So they're in here somewhere. Wait a minute, I've just had a thought. Is it using absolute pathing for the models and textures? Oh, foo, it isn't all. That's why I can't find them. So that means I've got to go through the configs. Right, crash out of KSP. I shift stuff back over to left-hand monitor. Stop asking me to update. Right, and I need to show you my right-hand monitor. So, that's the issue. We moved them. In that case then, remove them from there and go grab the entire mod, because I'm pretty sure the entire lot will be up to date. If you use the freight transport technologies, there is some cargo containers in there, which are actually modular tanks. Science. Don't need it. What have we got in structural? Yeah, we can leave them. Pretty sure the configs from 0.9 are still going to work. Resources, that's the tank types for modular tanks. So I'm pretty sure that's going to work as is. pretty sure we're going to have to change the resources to update it, but we want to check that these tanks are the ones that we want. Pretty sure they are. Let's go take a look. Okay, what exactly wants my attention? KSP does. Right, wonderful. And leave me taskbar alone. Thank you. That'll do. That's a not bad song. So we've got raster prop monitor. In fact, I can prep to do that now. While I'm waiting for KSP to load. KSP mods 102 raster prop monitor extract. Now, I've actually worked out why my KSP takes so long to load. Unfortunately, not a lot I can do about it yet. But rest assured, a solution has been devised. And before I forget, time to drink coffee. Come on, KSP. Oh, not quite so many patches this time. No. Well, let's put it this way. Being blunt here, newbies that think they know what they're doing would say, get an SSD and it'll load so much faster. Not on my system it won't. Because during load, KSP is using less than 10% of my hard drive throughput. It's not the storage array that is slowing the KSP load down. Now, don't get me wrong, the sheer number of small files is a pretty big performance issue for a mechanical drive. But we're nowhere near the limits of mechanical drives. Especially not considering I have a pair of identical drives that are in RAID 0. So the data's striped across the two of them. Although, having said that, with so many small drives, that isn't actually going to help me. Right, Toroidal. You should be in here somewhere. Here we go. They're the ones. They're all the halves. Where are the full ones? Here we go. Are there any more? I'm sure there was more tanks that come with it. Took looking fuel tanks. Here we go, they're in here as well. No, that's not one of them. Right, these are all the fuel tanks. Right, so you can set up for life support, xenon gas, monoprop, liquid fuel and oxidizer. And what about the ones in here? Rocket parts, metal, ore. And that's it. Right, so we need to tie this up with the configs. We can't move GSI stuff over yet. So, taking a quick look at the tank types that we've got available. Yep, I know exactly how to do this. So, that's your list there. That comes up in the game. So if you now truck you over to the right hand monitor, this is the config file, and it's the exact same list. If I scroll up, rocket parts, metal, ore, we've got food, water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, so on and so forth. So there's no reason why we can't duplicate this for our own resources. and lo and behold, those tanks will then do what we need them to do. So here comes the grindy bit. Now the only question is utilization and mass. So what we need to do is to work out what the ratio is and what they actually do. So let's go back into KSP and take a look at the module fuel tanks actual user interface. Hang on, wait a minute. Where is it calculating the volume from? What we need to know. Oops, storage tank, which is SPL1. I'd say it's that one. SPL1 storage tank, yep. There's got to be a parameter somewhere. Volume. Yep, found it. Okay, so just determined that I will show you the config in a minute. We've just determined that the config has a volume parameter and that the amounts here go off the volume. So if we look, say rocket parts is 7680. Tank types, where's rocket parts? In here somewhere. There we go, utilization 0.17391. In fact, they're all that. And the mass is 0025. That's a quarter. That's under a quarter, so what else is it going by? Not sure, there's some math there. Let's have a look here. Rocket parts, add. If we do update, it's full. Right, that gives us a wet and dry mass. So let's take a look at the main tank config itself. It says the mass is 13.5, so the mass in the config is the dry mass, and then the weight of the liquid is added on top, or the weight of the resource is added on top. Right, wonderful. Now I get to chuck you back over again. So, just to show you, in here there is a volume parameter which matches the volume available in the user interface within the game. So we can ignore the texture switcher, and we're looking at module fuel tanks. And it tells us it's using the TAL utility, which is what this one is. And tells us the volume. So, simple thing to do here. Is just duplicate the configs and then alter them as necessary. So scan resources, and we're going to go all the way down this. Right, put these two side by side so it makes it easier. So all we need to change is the name. And it looks like I have company. Greetings, new panda. Be aware, I am streaming.
You've got robot voice on.
Ah, wonderful.
What was that?
I said, oh, wonderful. What's with the hieroglyphs?
What's with the hieroglyphs? It's just a person flipping tables and then landing on their feet.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I said, be aware I am streaming.
Ah.
Hence why I'm in a live stream. And it's first Wednesdays.
It's what Wednesdays?
Kerbal Wednesdays. We're continuing with the series of what we started from last week, which was adding custom resources into 102.
Fun.
Indeed. So we finally got the resources added to the ground. We've got ScanSat configured to scan for them, along with a load of custom sensors. We've got drills configured for crustodal drilling. We've got oceanic extractors for bodies of liquid. We've got atmospheric scoops. And we're now just configuring modular fuel tanks to add those resources in so that tanks can be configured for them.
Sounds like a party.
Indeed, it's a lot of grindy work. Ah, take it Oak Tree didn't want to join us.
I didn't even realize that he logged in until just now when it popped up saying that he's here and that he's not.
Oh well. Probably because he knows what my streams are like. Mainly just me talking and explaining things as I'm going through.
Lots of ranting?
I wouldn't say well. I wouldn't say lots of ranting, but from time to time there is some.
No worries. I'm just popping in for a short time. I have a couple calls to make. I just got a new job in Florida. Woo!
Wonderful, sounds good. Hopefully that's local to you.
It's a bit of a move. It's a 20-hour drive, but it's only one drive.
Oh, so you're going to be changing location then?
Yes.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's worth it. New job. Significantly better pay. I'm excited.
Well,
like, my pay's going up 33%.
Been a while since I've had a pay rise of that magnitude.
Yeah. That's what happens when you take a job bought on dollar just so you can have a job. Eventually, you
yeah.
pay what you deserve.
Well, yeah. But, well, it's a shame you can't record the faces on your bosses when you tell them.
Oh yeah, I wish I would have had the or been able to record the look on not the CEOs but the step down from him. The look on her face was this absolute distraught, but yet she was also excited for me. Because unfortunately for the company, I'm one of the last people that knows the information. So me leaving is not good for them.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying that I'm pretty sure the video of the look on her face would be quite interesting.
Probably stream worthy if I was not one of those people that would conceal identities.
Well,
by probably I mean absolutely stream worthy.
Well, the only reason why I don't publicise my identity as well as other people do is because that I've had, shall we say, issues in other communities.
Oh yeah, I am completely for internet anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah, that one. See anonymity. Yeah, so I also talked to her, and they might keep me on retainer, so I might have 2 jobs.
On retainer.
Retainer. So I can, or they can call me at any point in time saying, "We need help. How do we do this?" And I get paid, or I can bill hours for helping them figure out how to do stuff. But not actually do any work.
Oh, USW's just logged in.
Right, I'm down here.
Do you want to give him a poke and see if he wants to come in as well? So, for the benefit of my stream, we're just going down this list and copying them all over. Greetings, USW!
How's it going?
Hey, you sub.
What are we doing today?
I'm dancing.
You're dancing?
I'm dancing.
Why are you dancing?
Because I just got a job.
Awesome.
33% pay raise. I'm dancing.
Yeah, that's a good reason to dance. What are you gonna be doing?
Same thing I'm doing now, just for a different company.
Cool.
This company I'll be moving to Florida for, so woo! Get to
Very
be
nice.
my family, which is even better.
Awesome.
I'll just be aware I am streaming.
I think USW is one of the last people you have to worry about, especially with me and Micro in the house.
Yeah.
This is true, and I need to change my push to talk key. I'm struggling to find one that isn't used by some application for something.
Hard to do.
We're gonna go with the 15th mouse button.
No, he's got a macro to EVA Jeb on that one.
Oh, okay. That makes it a little bit more difficult. 14? Actually, I guess I've got 17. What's on 17? It is. I really like this mouse too. It's
Which
the
one is it?
Razer Naga Epic.
This new job is a stripper.
So he's
Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers. And his new job is
I don't think strippers get paid this well.
Guys? Family friendly.
It is family friendly.
And that includes you, Mr. Rogers.
It's family friendly in Nevada.
Yeah, but not in the rest of the world.
I beg to differ. I lived in Europe for 3 years.
No comment. Yeah, I would have done it faster if I hadn't have been in a configuration menu and couldn't click out of it.
Don't get me wrong, Europe is a wonderful place, and if I could, I'd go back.
Okay, using a very weird key combination here. Because everything is used. But anyway, back to the grindy work. Oh, fun.
OBS Studio for change logs are hard to come by.
Just for Linux.
Yeah, it's the multi-platform one that they're working on.
Not quite sure which one I'm using.
In Windows, you're probably still using the original one.
Version 0.651b. So I think
Yeah,
that's the normal. Ghost Rider!
Up Ghost.
So Ghost!
You're welcome to join the party. Right, so we've just done unobtainium, and keep going.
Alright, well, I'm gonna disappear for a little while. Take care, guys.
See ya.
See you later.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
Whoops.
Change log for OBS multi-platform. Probably it's 8.
Massive?
Huh?
I said, is it massive?
I'm just trying to find one.
Oh, elusive, you mean?
Elusive. That link I put in your
Yeah.
chat earlier.
Are you a mind reader or something? Because, I mean, I'm doing resource tanks at the moment. And that's what I plan to do tonight. And you sent me a link about upcoming new tanks.
Yep.
substrate and minerals. Do we already have them in? Go away. Answer is no, I don't. Well, the sooner I get this config done, the sooner I can have a natter while KSP takes half an hour to load. Oh, that reminds me, USW, that item that I ordered last night has been dispatched today.
Awesome.
Indeed. So touch wood, it'll be here for the weekend. But I haven't told anyone in my stream what it is that I've ordered. So I will leave that for a surprise. Yeah, as I was saying earlier on before Panda interrupted, well, interrupted in a good way, as always. Most people's first call fix for slow KSP loading is to tell you to go and get an SSD. Well, in my case, that isn't going to help me, because my hard drives aren't being loaded down, even with the seat times.
And there was somebody on the forums that had done some testing of SSD versus regular hard drive on KSP loading, and I think it was. I think there wasn't much. It's not hard drive, and it loads everything into memory the first time, and then it's done.
Yep. It's only on that initial boot, initial startup, is when it's actually loading from the hard drive. But that's not all that it's doing. It doesn't just take the models, the textures, the configs and chuck them into memory and go. It actually does some work as well with them. So it, in the most part, it loads a group of models, textures and configs, and then basically phrases everything. So it looks at the configs, looks at the models, looks at the textures, checks them out, and then moves on to the next one. I explain it in simple terms anyway. Not trying to score any points for technical accuracy here. I know it's not quite that simple.
Those new tanks from Rubber Dude look pretty nice.
Well, they're kind of. I've kind of seen that shape before.
I think it's supposed. I think it's so that it can fit into stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah.
The good news is
so it can fit into the containers.
Yeah, the good news is because of DDS compression, you can actually increase the resolution on the textures a touch. Sorry, because of going to DDS compression.
Right.
Right, and the good thing is, because we're editing one config with all of the resources, it means that we're not editing every single config, which would have taken us the next hour.
Yay.
So, we take one last look at the modular fuel tanks configuration menu as it stands by default within KSP, and we say goodbye to a short list. Unfortunately, we do have to quit out of KSP and reload. So how was your day, USW?
It was pretty good. Another day of bug hunting at work.
Good. So no major catastrophes then?
No, I actually got quite a bit of the working on recoding that project at work, and I got quite a bit of that done today, so that things in the future will be a lot easier.
That's always a good thing. Oh, sugars.
It was one of those kind of situations where I threw, I threw the project together because it had to be done so quickly, and now I'm kind of getting to go back and fix some of the stuff that should have been done different way to begin with.
Well, yeah. There's always a difference between putting something together as quickly as possible and doing what I would call a masterpiece.
Yeah. I did.
So has there been any news on the mod fronts? Anything getting updated that I haven't seen yet? Do you know of?
Not that I know of. I checked on KAS today and it still wasn't updated.
Well, I've got
Between that.
I've got the patched version of KAS.
How's the patch version working?
Don't know. I haven't actually managed to test it yet. up to my neck in resources at the moment. It's definitely on the list though. I mean, so far it hasn't caused an issue. In fact, deadly re-entry has caused more of a problem than KAS.
Oh yeah?
Well, yeah, it throws up for module manager error messages, but the wonderful log reporting of KSP gives me no help as to what on earth it is or what file it's even in.
Are you looking in output log or are you looking in KSP.log?
Both. They're pretty much identical.
I'm waiting on KAS and signs, I think, because box set got updated, so that was one of the ones I was waiting on. Need to look at my 090 save and see.
So why do you like boxsat anyway?
Just because it makes satellites a little more active. You can like parts into that satellite box. Makes them look a little cleaner.
Yeah, but it's square.
It's okay with square.
We want
Steam bug.
more circular stuff. Balls are always interesting to attach stuff to.
On the Steam bug. They updated the client for Linux, and it steals focus and won't let focus and won't release focus until you right click somewhere else.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go and log in and see what the tanks say now.
Someone needs a sphere that mod.
Someone needs what, sorry?
Mr. Rogers said someone needs a sphere sat mod.
Or even
That one, yeah.
or even what's the shape of the football called? Is it a dodecahedron? No. You know, the proper football with all the hexes on. There's a proper name for it.
Hexagon?
There we go, just showing the user interface for modular fuel tanks, which now has all of our custom resources added in. So now we need to test this. Yep, big tank. I don't do small.
Cool rocket still updated.
Let's go for carbon.
Irvin, if he's gonna update cool rockets.
Which one's cool rockets?
The one that makes them, they're, like, on the launch pad for your space. It makes them, like, cryo stuff.
Ah, all the venting and whatnot.
Yes.
Don't forget the power.
Oh, and I guess I'm waiting on the near future stuff to be updated. The last couple.
Any news on that yet?
Not last I checked.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
propulsion and electrical are still not updated.
Well, having said that, with the Space Y heavy lifter stuff, don't think I need near future. Right, so simple setup here.
Have it.
So carbon tank is empty. So we're going to start the drill. Yep, we're drilling into the launch pad.
Right back.
Yeah, no worries. And then we're going to start the carbon drill. And there we go. Carbon's counting up. Well, Mr. Rogers, we now have spherical tanks, and of course anyone else that's watching.
Drilling going.
Sorry, what was that?
How's drilling going?
It works perfectly. Uh-oh. Looks like the bot just had a connection fit. I don't know what they did in the last 2 updates for it, but they broke something.
What?
The timed messages.
Ah.
So that's going up quite nicely. So since I'm the only one on the server, I can do a reboot and clean up my mess later. Now the only thing that we probably want to look at is the maximum storage space. So let's remove carbon and take a look at some of the others. Yeah, we're definitely going to want more units than that. So, what do we want? And why is waste so low? Now, I think it should be more like the metal and the ore at the top for our metals, and probably similar to oxygen for the gases and whatnot. So, let's go and grab those configs. So we're in here, we want metal and ore. That's ore. Right, it's the utilization. That's what we want to copy over. And we might as well take the masses as well, since the mass isn't far off. So all we're doing is copying those 2 lines, and we're going to replace it on anything that's metals related or heavy resources. Right, now we want to update our resources that are in a gas state. So we're going to grab the parameters for oxygen and update our other gases. Right, there we go, that should be fairly realistic. Now the only one that we want to do now is the one for waste. That is obviously wrong. Waste. We're going to make it the same as sort of metal and ore and whatnot. Job done. Now if I chuck you here back to KSP and remember those values, because they are about to change. Yeah, USW. I've also worked out that KSP takes 30% longer to load when I've got OBS running and streaming.
Oh yeah, because OBS is a CPU hog.
Uh-huh. Well, sort of. It depends on what configuration you have it in. But for me, on its own, without anything else running, it's using about 20%. Oh, and I still didn't update JSI stuff. Nope. I've actually got the windows open to do it. I just keep forgetting to do it when I shut KSP down. So yeah, right now it's running between 20 and 30%, and the average is probably about 25.
So it looks like I need to update raster, prop monitor, and fire spitter.
Yep. So it's Rasterprop that I've downloaded. Fire Spitter finally got updated to 7.1.2 because I wasn't going to update it to 7.1.1. It just seemed completely pointless. Now, this will undoubtedly work, and we'll get some decent values for those resources in for those tanks. So after that, what I'll do is I'll show everybody how to create the AVC config file so that your mod, whatever it is you're doing, will actually show up in AVC. Basically,
I'll be right back in just a second.
yeah, no worries. So basically,
Switching channels to go mess with Dan for a second. I'll be right back.
yep.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, I just had to. He asked at some point, he asked his chat if they could guess what he was watching. I said My Little Pony in chat, and he said, come up here and say that. That's what I did. I'm done, said My Little Pony.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Dodecahedron and icosahedron. 3,656 patches. Yep.
Interesting.
Indeed. At least it tells me what the config file is, but it doesn't tell me any indication as to what it is that's actually erroring.
Looks like he updated to 701. That might have taken care of this.
Possibly. Right, before I do that, I need to delete the cache and then connect.
Doesn't have what he changed on his change log for 701, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be those.
It's entirely possible. Right, so if we go back in and reload our test mining ship.
If I look GitHub, he updated the demo reentry.config, so it looks like that was that's what it was.
Yay. Oops. Hey, you know, I was playing Minecraft this afternoon, as I have been doing all week, and streaming it. Well, I decided to spawn the Wither. and I got ganged up on by a bunch of zombies and skellies and witches just right after I spawned him in. And I got completely KO'd with all my best gear. And I spent 3 hours trying to fight him before eventually I ran out of time with the stream. So I've got a wither loose somewhere. Right, so we pull up the user interface and we scroll down. Right, we need to remove that. There we go, that's better. 34.6 kiloliters. I'm sure that should be units. That's better. That's more like it. So that is absolutely wonderful. It works perfectly. Check the textures work, and that they do. We've got some weird textures to switch with. Oh, that means we'll be able to create some really weird ships now. So, with that done and working perfectly, one last thing to do. Let's drop out of KSP. We are going to look at the AVC config file that you can include with your own mod. So if we go into CWTech, you'll notice cwtech.version. And it's simply that. That tells it the name and gives the current version. That tells it what version that it's compatible with for KSP, and the minimum and maximum versions if you specify a range of versions for KSP, which most people don't. There are other parameters that tell it the GitHub address to go and download updates and check for updates and whatnot. But since CWTech isn't on a GitHub, then I've just removed them. So if we take a look at another config, there we go, ftt.version. As you can see, you've got URL and download, as well as the GitHub addressing, where AVC will actually go and check for updates for you. But since that we don't actually have a GitHub address, you can just quite happily remove everything from there to there, and it won't cause a problem. So we've copied over spherical toroidal tanks from TAL, so I didn't see an AVC config, so I'm going to make one for it. So just simply going to grab mine and copy it. And then we're going to go to, whoops, wrong directory. It's mods by Tal. In there. And it's them. And we're simply going to call it an abbreviation. Yep, we're just going to call it STT, and we're going to open it up for editing.
How long have you been up streaming?
This one, hour and 40. So we're going to grab the name of it, including the version, and we're going to go to the config file that we've just created. So just paste it in there, and then make it look pretty, and we'll move the version number down here. There we go, hey presto. So we've just created Tal Spherical Toroidal Pack, and just to confirm that it does work, we're going to start KSP. Here's KSP, and there's Tal Spherical Toroidal Pack 3.1 2.0.1. Job done. And that's how you put your mod into AVC. So that's going to be all from me for tonight. Doing things in little chunks, piece by piece, so that it makes it easier on everyone else that wants to watch the videos and replay them. Tomorrow night we are doing Space Plasma Collectors, which won't take us long, and then we're going to make a start on Resource Converters, which should start to get quite interesting, especially for the setup that I have chosen to do. So, anything you want to jump in on, USW?
about it.
Or
Thank you very much
any
for the stream.
or any questions, anything like that?
I don't have any questions.
I wonder if chat has any questions for either me or USW. Chuck them up.
Mr. Rogers? Rogers in here. Left.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers has probably activated lurk mode again.
Yep.
And I believe the Ghost Rider has also activated lurk mode.
Yep, no, Dan's streaming. He's probably over there.
Ah.
I deleted my city on accident.
You deleted your city and skylines.
By accident.
Oh
I
dear.
was trying to clean up my save games. Wrong one.
No, you mean you were trying to clean up your failed attempts?
Yes, failed attempts. That's exactly
Uh-huh.
what it is.
Yeah. All the cities that you put into severe financial disrepute.
Exactly.
That's pretty much the only way you can fail with cities. So nothing coming up with in chat. So I assume nobody has any questions.
I don't think so.
So I'm going to go and host someone, and considering that both me and you are going to be jumping into Dan's Capcom, I believe. If you're heading that way, USW.
I am.
Then we're going to host Dan. So just bear with me, I'll set up a raid as well. Hopefully it'll work this time, because I still haven't got it to work properly. Right, are we ready? I'm getting a little bit faster at doing it this time. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, go! And I will see you all tomorrow night. Bye for now.